Here with Endicott football head coach Kevin DeWall, getting ready to preview this weekend's matchup against Hobart. But before we get there, coach, just talk about last weekend's game against Framingham State.
First game out the gate at Framingham State, I thought our guys fought hard. We dug ourselves a little bit of a hole early on, which going in kind of showed a little bit of our youth. We played a lot of young guys. First and second year players were pretty much scattered across the field on our offense and defense side of the ball. So you saw it took us a little bit longer to get in the flow of the game. I thought our defense played hard and aggressive. Unfortunately, gave up a couple big plays that obviously Framingham State, a good team, capitalized on. And then on offense, it took us a little bit to get it going. And when we got it going, it was back and forth there, 26-21 game midway through the tail end of the fourth quarter there. I think that was the difference. If we could have gotten a stop and taken the lead and given our defense a lead, obviously that's our next step, is to win against a good opponent. You got to be able to finish at the end, and that was our focus going in, and we came up a little short, unfortunately, in that first game.
Coach, just talk about that week a little bit in terms of weekly awards, Rookie of the Week on defense and offense. Just talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting to see. I mean, like I said, we said our future's looking very, very good. We're playing a lot of young guys. As we talked about, our first recruiting class arrived this year in preseason, and a lot of those guys are making an instant impact, scattered across special teams on offense and defense. On defense, Travis Bouncy was recognized by the conference as a Rookie of the Week for the defense side of the ball, and then Ricardo Matos on the offense side of the ball. Two of many young guys. I mean, honestly, the toughest part is that you and I had to try to figure out which guys we want to nominate, because there was a lot of young guys who stepped up and performed. So as we gain some confidence and some experience with these younger guys, it's going to bode well for us moving forward in the future.
Coach DeWall, just talk about this weekend's matchup against Hobart. Last year, ranked number 15 in the country. Definitely was a good game and a good competitive game between both programs. Just talk about what we might expect this Saturday at home.
Yeah, it's an opponent that I'm going to know very well. Obviously, from the past, there's probably not an opponent we're going to have a better feel for, knowing their personnel and knowing their staff as well as I do. That being said, our players played hard last year. Similar situation. It was a competitive game. We had our quarterback having his first start in that game, and I think it showed a little bit that in his first start he struggled a little bit at times. But as a group, we're much more cohesive on both offense and defense at this point. So they're bringing in a very experienced team, a well-coached team. They have a very explosive offense, a quarterback that's having a good start to the season, and a very big offensive line. So on defense, we're gonna have to try to do a good job slowing them down, and then on their defense side of the ball, they're bringing back a lot of experience. Most of those guys have played in that system for 2 to 3 years, and throwing special teams with it on all three phases. They're not going to beat themselves, so we're going to have to go out and earn everything the right way, and I think our guys are excited about opening up the home schedule at home this Saturday.
Coach DeWall, just last question for you. How does the red zone defense for Endicott kind of play a big role in this game on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, we look at many different ways of how you got to go out and win the game. We think on offense we're going to have to take care of the ball and obviously limit turnovers. We talk about scoring in the score zone, and at the same time our defense, we got to come up with stops. And whether those stops are takeaways from our defense or whether those are takeaways upfield, a lot of ways we really pride ourselves in hopefully trying to get some stops down in the score zone. And I think anytime you play a good opponent, same thing we saw against Framingham State and moving forward against Hobart and every other opponent this year, we're going to try our best to put up a wall and try to prevent teams from scoring on us on defense on the defense side of the ball. And that will be one of our focuses this week as well.
All right, thanks, Coach, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.